Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Cappies. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we have for you. Talk to me, my guys. What's up with Capricorn? And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get this first card going. Let's go. Get it popping for Cappy, please. My God. All right, that card came out real quick. And I have been seeing this one from time to time in other signs. It's very creative water sign type of energy showing up right up front, which is nice doing an earth sign reading, but there's a lot of layers there. Before we pull back the layers, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at this card. So there's a lot of symbolism here. We see the art model, there's sculptures, there's paintings, a lot of creative pursuits and endeavors. This tells me usually two main things. One, you might be very imaginative in this time. Your mind might be extra active, which would be good for any creative pursuits, and which is another thing here. Spirit could be asking you to pour out your energy into creativity of some kind, to bring it from the ether into the material, which would be good. But once again, the daydreamy, imaginative, water sign type of energy is showing up here. So you might just have a lot on your mind, a lot going on in your brain. If that's the case, Spirit might want you to really do something with those fruitful thoughts. Don't just let them build up in your head. This isn't a bad card by any means, but it is mentally active. I'll just put it like that. But let's get into tarot now. I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. But I'm going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff going. Let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. Talk to me, my guys. What's up with Capricorn, please? Early April. So, last week's reading was simply titled An Explosive Talk, and the reason I titled it that was the main messages and energies I was seeing was extremely fiery and a lot of communication. So maybe some of you have had talks in that route. Communication could have been very important in recent days and weeks, and that could still bleed over. But you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. Only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's. Let's get these 3 cards out here, though. What do we got for Capricorn, please? God, thank you. All right, so your energy is showing up right in the front, earth sign energy with the Knight of Pentacles in position number 1. Let's get him tucked right in over there. Let's get you 2 more. Now, that could be a lot of different things, and communication is still linking in with that card, so to speak. There could be something that's not moving as fast as you'd like it to. All right, here's that sudden change in energy. Okay, we got Judgment right after the Knight of Pentacles. This is a very jarring energy switch that we're already picking up on here. 2 of Pentacles. All right, so this could be some really nice harmony coming in at the end of something, okay, or at the end of a situation. This is going to be an interesting layered one. Lots of earth all over the place here. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings, then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first glance, when I look down here, you'll notice on the extreme ends, we have pentacle energy. That's an energy you are very familiar with. That earthy, solid, stable energy could be something you're yearning for. You could be straight up pentacle mode, mind on your money, money on your mind. There could be a lot of things around the material and finances really being highlighted in this time. But with Judgment right in the middle, this is very transformative, changed-based, Plutonian type of energy. So it's like stop, go, stop. Interesting switch up of energy here. But let's go through and we'll get it figured out. In position number 1, the Knight of Pentacles. Now, in my simplistic style of reading, since you are an earth sign, when we clarify this, it could tell us something you might be feeling or something that could be coming towards you. Aside from that, energetic archetypes we think of with this Knight of Pentacles is very slow, steady, and meticulous. So there might be certain things that are calming down, which would be very good. There could be something where you're experiencing little delays when this guy shows up. Extremely detail-oriented. It is also a messenger of sorts as well, so we still have the communication showing up here. But all cards have a double-edged sword. This could be very sturdy and reliable, but at the same time, this Knight of Pentacles could speak about delays or feeling stuck in some sort of way. We'll have to get into that further. But moving down further into the reading, we have the Judgment card, complete opposite of what we have going on here. Interestingly, we have a 2 right next to it, so a lot of you could have a lot of choices or decisions. You might feel like you're at a crossroads in life. And like I said, Judgment is Plutonian. It's all about change, transformation, metamorphosis. So when I see this card, it is a sudden jarring energy. The explosive energy is showing up once again. It's karmic in nature as well. So there's a lot of archetypes here with Judgment. If you're not making a decision or a choice, a final judgment on something, this is just extreme action and changing, okay? So we really want to dive deeper and see what that's about, because we go from one of the slowest energies with the Knight of Pentacles into Judgment, which is one of, I don't want to say volatile, but it is powerful. It's extremely powerful. Moving to the back end, though, it starts to calm down a little bit. We got the 2 of Pentacles. Like I was mentioning, all 2s in tarot could represent choices, decisions, being at a crossroads. The 2 of Pentacles is extremely harmonious. It could speak about partnerships. This could be a good influx of money coming in for a lot of Capricorns. So when I see this, I think of balance, harmony, good things. So we're possibly experiencing change, but this could be change for the better. We're going to have to dive deeper on all this stuff because it's an interesting layered type of energy we have straight across the board. But I like that we're ending off with the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe you're trying to get things right, get things straightened out, dot your I's, cross your T's. But I want to dive deeper on all this, Capricorn. Let's do that. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Capricorns, please, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for Capricorn? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Knight of Pentacles. And as always, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Capricorn, you can drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Knight of Pentacles time. What's this all about? Interesting that we have karmic energy showing up still. That's something I saw for you last week. Okay. Something could be getting better slowly or improving slowly, and I was seeing this in fire signs a lot too. We have the 8 of Swords. All right. Yeah, there could be something that you feel is like dragging you down or is like a shackle of some sort. Hopefully you're not feeling imprisoned in some sort of way. There is a little thirst for liberty here. So some of you might be wanting to be a little more independent than you are currently. That's a big thing I'm seeing here. Now, the 8 of Swords, it is that active mental energy. It could be someone who is their own worst enemy or overthinking. The fact that we see it in reverse here does speak of that freeing, independent type of energy as well. But there could be something that has been lingering or making you feel bogged down. That's like a big intuitive energy I'm feeling right here in the front. Could be improving slowly but surely, and like I said, there's a big change here in the middle and harmony at the end, so things could be transforming and changing for the better. We'll just have to see how the rest of this plays out. But I feel a lot of you really thirsting for some sort of independence. Like there might be something dragging you down that, you know, is hindering you in some way. I see that slowly moving out though, which I feel like is a very good thing so far. We just have to see. If you've been experiencing any anxiety, nervousness, stuff like that, those things could improve. If you've been having issues within your mind, like your thought process, anything like that, you could have a load taken off of your mind. So let's move over to Judgment. I don't want to speak too much on that. I don't want to overconflate the message. But you might have some mental ease coming in. But let's see why Judgment's here for my Capricorns. Really want to get over to that 2 of Pentacles as well. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse here. Yeah, this is something overflowing. Like this is something that can't be stopped, won't be stopped type of energy. Obviously, you might be having some issues with the water sign, but the Queen of Cups is very emotionally tapped in. It does speak about one's emotions. So this could be emotional overflow, an emotional eruption of some sort, where if you hold something in for too long, you hold it in, hold it in, hold it in, eventually it's going to come bubbling out. So this could be an emotional explosion, that explosive energy we saw last week, or just an overflow. So just know, like, you might be teetering on the edge with something where, you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back might pop up in this time where you lose it a little bit. Aside from that, when I see this Queen of Cups in reverse, this is somebody who's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to be as quiet or as nice anymore. You might be deciding to do that. Like, listen, I'm just going to keep it real and I'm not going to be as soft about this. I'm going to be straightforward and honest. Okay. But there is change still. I still want to see how it goes on the back end. Remember, those are just my intuitive messages. When I see the Queen of Cups in reverse, like, this could be a change of heart as well. So we'll see how that plays with the Two of Pentacles. But you could be changing your mind or changing your feelings about things in this time. We have a lot happening here, Capricorn. Usually your messages come through very straightforward. They're much more layered and nuanced here. We're going to go in on that Two of Pentacles. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get the Shadow card. Okay, so why is this Two of Pentacles here? Interesting that we're getting so many messages for you. Usually I get like 2 tops per alignment. Okay. All right, putting that in the past, putting something in the past, knowing what you will deal with, what you won't deal with anymore. The Seven of Swords in reverse is usually a card of sneakiness. Maybe some of you feel like there's an underhanded individual somewhere in your circle. When I see that Seven of Swords in reverse, though, it's like, all right, yeah, no more. Like, nothing's fooling me. That can't fool me. You can't fool me. I see what you're doing type of energy. Absolutely watch out for your money and your finances in this time, specifically when we have the Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords in reverse. But I feel like you have a lock and key on a lot of things, all right? You might have more control than you think you do. But you could be coming to the mind state where you know what you will deal with, you know what you will not. This is very honest, very straightforward. Just like I said, a lot of the messages have been coming across. So we do have movement, we do have change and metamorphosis throughout this reading. But there's a lot of things linked to the self, like what you deal with, what you won't deal with, where your mind is at. It's interesting here. But let's go through and do a quick little recap. Then we'll get you a shadow card because there's a lot happening here. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Slow and steady improvement, things changing little by little. A lot of you could have a big thirst for some sort of independence. This alignment can also represent something that you might feel has been dragging you down for a little bit, or you might feel like a prisoner of circumstance. If you've been going through like anxiety or nerves or anything like that, this tells me that your mental state could be improving in a much better way. Now, moving to the middle, we have Judgment with the Queen of Cups in reverse. This initially did feel like some sort of emotional overflow, emotional eruption or explosion initially, but some of you might feel like, hey, I'm not going to be so nice, or I'm going to watch out for my interests. Like, I've been given too much. So some of you could just be changing your feelings about certain things or certain people. This could be a change of heart that we're seeing in the middle. But just watch, the emotions could be a little more volatile than they usually are. Moving to the back end, we do have harmony here. We do have this improvement showing up once again. So overall, this energetic forecast is looking pretty good. The Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords in reverse, knowing what you will deal with, knowing what you will not. I also said watch out for your money, any financial situations, but I feel like you have a lock on it. You know what's happening, you know what's going on. But the Seven of Swords is always a dicey energy when we see it. So we like that it's here in reverse, because there's nobody that can pull one over on you in this time. When we have this alignment, like, there's nobody who could really get one past you in this time. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into those further. I'm going to get you one shadow card here just to put a cherry on top of this reading. Let's see what's in the shadows for Capricorn. Interesting stuff. And remember, those could be your energies or other people. There's a lot happening there. What's going on? So yeah, I'm using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion. This is one of my favorite things to do with every reading. Is just see what's in the shadows, whether it's something within yourself, whether it's something you don't quite see. What's in the shadows for Cappy? All right, we have the King of Pentacles, another card of the self. Now, this could once again be another earth sign showing up here with this King of Pentacles. And what does it speak about? Material comforts. It's also a card of abundance. But the shadow side of this King of Pentacles could be someone that has been or is a little bit too stubborn or a little too set in their ways. So there could be something in this shadow that could be speaking about habits. Your habits or someone else's habits could be at the forefront, and it might be getting under your skin for whatever reason. The King of Pentacles is an energy that in the shadows, it could be bogged down. So there could be certain things that have been ingrained in you for a very, very long time that might take a little more effort to work through. But there's another highlight here on other earth signs or even father figures as well. So interesting reading this week. Take it for what it's worth, my friends. But that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab at the end of the fire air readings this weekend. But for April, I'll be running it back and giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. It's a brand new deck and it's a lot of fun to work with. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which ones spoke to you most. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of April, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you next time.